Hello. My dog was sick, so I didn't get to do manifesting, but I think the divine found me when I finally got to sleep. And I tell you, when I finally got to sleep, it was my ears been ringing all day. And my ears don't ring all the time. I don't like to say that everything that happens to somebody is always spiritual. Because that's not always the case. Sometimes your ears could be ringing because of tendonitis. There's all kinds of stuff why your ears could be ringing. But my neck was burning also. So, and the divine wanted me to put a message out to whoever needs to hear this. And I hate to sound cliche, but yeah, my dog was just going through it. He threw up twice and he ate a yellow crayon. I'm I'm sitting there running around the house like I don't know, like my world's ending. I love my dog. I swear I love him. I love him so much. Everything stopped for him. I stayed up all night with him. And then I looked up on Google and they said that it was Crayola that he ate. It was yellow crayons. We just kept yelling. And it said that whatever color crayon they ate, that's what they'll throw up. So he threw up twice and I just felt bad. I went on Amazon. I ordered these pet meds. And and then I went and got this crystal altar set, and it has kind of everything you need for divination. It was on sale for $40, and then I got him all these pet meds. And then I had probiotics laying around my house, and there was this one thing I was going to get him, but it had probiotics. It was $40, but it had probiotics in it. So you know what? I'm just going to calculate this. I'm medical, so I'm not a vet, but my dog's sitting here throwing up. And then I look on the internet and he wasn't wanting to eat. So they said give him a bland diet. And we're calling for rice and chicken. So, all right, Jumanji, stop. So I'm sitting here and I go, okay, well, I made I went ahead and made the, the chicken in my air fryer because I'm not much of a cook and I wanted to make sure it was cooked well. So 15 minutes on each side. Jumanji, I'm doing this. Anyways, I did it 15 minutes each side, and it had to be bland. And then I put white rice, and he's doing well. He's over here. He's eating. It says that, and then Google said to give him like small to monitor their stool. He had diarrhea, but I made sure it didn't have any blood in it or anything. And then they said for small breeds, which I want to let you guys know that for small breeds, if they eat a crayon, you have to go to the vet. And it's almost life threatening for smaller breeds. For the bigger breeds, you just gotta like do rice and chicken. And then they have these little medicines. And I ended up paying like $25 for this stuff for not vomiting. And then I got this other one for his stool. But I put three of the probiotic pills for, and then I put it like and I put it in his rice and chicken, and he's been way better. His eyes look better and everything. So this is what I've been doing all night. Then I finally got to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to sketch my Jesus, but worrying about my dog, this just did not happen. So, but anyways, that was just somebody needed to hear it. I don't know who needed to hear it. Maybe somebody's dog's sick or something. I don't know. But he's good. I mean, they say that the diarrhea can happen, off and on. He has diarrhea, but I have this medicine coming in. that's anti-diarrheal. So I'm gonna start giving him that, and it comes in tomorrow. But I kind of wanted to get his stomach settled because it says that to introduce food later. So I'm just keeping him on this rice and chicken, and he seems to love it. He loves it, and I literally put nothing in it, just plain old rice and chicken. He's doing good, and I'm gonna keep that going until I get to the anti-diarrheal medicine. But work never ends. When you're a dog mom, you're a dog mom. I was up all night with him, just like I would be my kids. But yeah, this is what I've been going through. But yeah, my ears been ringing. It's like, and when they've been ringing, it was like the back of my neck over here was just burning. I couldn't figure out why the burning of my neck just would not stop. But it wouldn't stop, the burning on my neck. And then it went down my back. Then the ears rang. Somebody's in a state of emergency. I don't know. I'm not in a state of emergency. Chong's good. He's eating his roasted chicken. He's doing well. He's eating, and he's not good with medicine. Oh my god, he hates medicine. He looks at you like you're the devil when you come in with medicine. So I have to heighten his food. And I'm thinking about starting his worm treatment because I'm wondering, because said it could be worms too, but I'm gonna wait till I get paid and pick up some pills and put it in with this rice and chicken, and then I just cook it. I cook these pills and kind of had it within the food. So I'm gonna do the same thing with his worm pills, just to make sure this is not a worm. I've been inspecting poop though, folks. I am like a poop concierge. This is what I do for a living. I'm an STNA. I assist in the daily activities of the elderly. So I have not seen a worm, but now that he's eating again, I'm gonna take care of that problem and then do the worms, and then do a worm treatment. I like to do this stuff preventatively because dogs are a lot like us, but sometimes their systems are different. And they eat things they're not supposed to eat. And dogs become an intricate part of our lives. In fact, that so much that you would just feed your dog over yourself. There's been homeless people that will share their last meal or give their last meal to their dog. But I was looking at my research, and table scraps cause this also. And my grandson's been over and he's been getting table scraps. And then the crayon didn't help. So he's on another diet now. And I might introduce the dog food when we're through all of this in slow increments. So let me get into this reading. Let me get the vibe. Now that I don't know who needed to hear about that. Maybe their dog is sick and their dog's throwing up. But yeah, look it up on Google. Definitely look it up on Google. Google. Alright, it is March 5th. While I'm taping this, I don't know. I hear people always is talking about the time they do this. I guess everything we do in divination. I can't even talk. I've been going through it. Is a timeless reading. I feel this. So if you're hearing this on another time period, maybe your dog's gonna be sick in another time period. I don't know. But this is for someone that need to hear it. That's how I do these pre-tape things. Is for people that need to hear something. All right. I have not used my one deck, and I paid $30 for this deck, and I really like it. I'm using my Woodland Gardens because I like the Woodland Gardens. I don't care how cool or uncool it is. I like the animals. So we're gonna get into this with the animals. I loves them. I loves the animals. I do. I do. I do. I really was watching Dr. Seuss. It was the greatest. I watch TV with my dog all the time. I Netflix and chill with my dog. We just watch TV together, and he goes on one side of bed, I go another, and then we crash. But his health crisis is done. Very happy. I thought my life was gonna be done. I really did. I did. Oh my god. It was terrible. I am still studying my cards. I've always been a very scientific mind. Then the divine chose me for this calling, which I was enjoying being a dog walker and hanging out in the woods, but God had different choices for me. Oh, he did. God said, "No, child, you must do divinity. You must be a divination person." So here I go. I'm a divination person now, folks. But I also told God I'm going to keep my dog walking. I seen this guy when I was, well, I love Snapchat. I'm a closet Snapchat watcher. But mostly I will tell you on Snapchat I watch the people that are assists, and I love Dr. Pimple, and I like seeing the removal of cysts and things. But I'm medical. You know what? If somebody has a cyst that's half their arm and they're pulling it out, I want to see that shit because that's who I am deep down. Hands down, no matter how much money I make or what goes on in my life, or if this guy with $1 million comes sweeps me on my feet, I'm watching that person remove that cyst. And I'm going, ooh, did you get to the stub of the cyst? This is who I am. I was watching toenail stuff the one day. Oh my God. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, and the cyst, on these toenails, how do they let him get so bad? Go get your toenails removed, and if you want to keep them, either just keep them off and put a fake toenail on, or you got to remove them if they get too thick. Toenails are, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I thought it would be the worst thing in the world having, I did have a procedure and they're growing back, and I've used crushed crystal stuff I put on top of my toenails, and they're coming in nicely. And I had them removed because I don't know what the hell happened to it, but you got to get to the core of it. And the thing is you can die from toenail problems. You can, especially if they get to the point where they're causing an infection. A fungus can spread through your body. And I think that's to somebody who needs to hear this. And you know what? It's not weird because we all have our own experiences, because this is one part of my life, but I have been a medical person since my oldest was 2, he's 31. So for 28 years I've been dealing with medical. I've seen a lot. I really have. I've seen the only thing that grossed me out through my career. They have these maggots. And I know what you're going to say. Oh my God, you're not going there. But yeah, I am going there. They're synthetically made in a medical lab. And anyways, these nurses, It was only to certain people that wanted to take care of this resident. And the treatment to get these maggots was, these maggots were expensive, and they acted like they were royalty coming in the nursing home. And they said they had to get it cleared by 10 doctors. I was like, y'all have problems. So I don't do bugs, mind you, right? And I'm sitting there doing my job, yada, yada, yada. And then it's my patient. And the nurses are all up in there with this lady with this gaping wound, and it was about this deep. And they didn't think it was going to regenerate any skin or get healed. But they pretty much said they could use these maggots. So they pour in these maggots and then they close it off. And they're nasty. I tell you, it's the nastiest thing I ever seen in my entire life, and I watch horror movies. I honestly do, and I just thought it was incredibly nasty. So anyways, I guess these maggots, when they get up in there and do their thing, they die. And then the nurses come in and they're all dead. Because they die eating everything, and then when they eat the infection and everything, it's almost like leeches, but it's like these maggots they have doing it. And the medical advancements, I guess, are big. I would not go in this room, folks. I would not go near that patient. I actually swapped that patient out because I said I will go home if I gotta be near the maggots. I just was like, I don't care. I'm not going near the maggots. And they all was like, oh my God, Michelle, come on. I'm like, no, come on, Michelle. I was like, I'm not going near the maggots. So we got 3 of 1s. All right. That's for our first thing. But yeah, this is the things I go through in my life. 7 of Pentacles. I just love these animals. I like them. They're just like friendly cartoon characters. In the Fool in reverse. Alright, let's dive into this energy. Let's dive in the energy collective. But yeah, I was your friend Michelle here at Chong the Dog said, hell no to those maggots. And my friends were like, oh, you don't know what you missed. We're here. I will watch a cyst all day long being pulled out of a human being. I will watch toenails be taken out. I will deal with all that, but I will deal with a blood gushing wound. But I will not deal with the maggots. That was kind of my boundary with medical. That was it. And that's my only boundary at medical. And I think this has something to do with the reading, is boundaries. Yeah, boundaries. There we go. I think that's what God wanted me to talk about, boundaries. Because everyone has certain boundaries. And boundaries define a person, and there are things lines that are crossed that kind of, it's like you don't go back from. So, yeah. I feel this energy, it's something about boundaries. I mean, like I said, I've been preoccupied with my dog. I just told God, my dog's in a state of emergency over here, so out of nowhere I'm freaking out, and the angels are talking to me and told me to look up what to do if your dog ate a crayon, because I'm sitting here thinking of all this stuff that could have went wrong. And I listened to my angel team and my ancestors, and I looked up what would happen if your dog ate a crayon, and all the symptoms of my dog was there. And then, it's not that I'm bougie. It's not. It's just Crayola is always on sale, and I always get Crayola. Thank God I buy Crayola crayons. If you have young kids and a dog, please buy Crayola because they are non toxic. But yeah, they were my spirit teams all sitting there trying to help me all night, and they were trying to yap in my ear about this and that. And I said, my life over here is sick, and my spirit team knows I will stop the world for my dog. So it's funny as hell. I had God talking to me, telling me my dog's gonna be okay. I wasn't happy enough because he threw up and it was yellow, and I'm like, oh my God, bile, yeah, yeah, I'm going crazy. And next thing I know, 3 angels are by me. Look up on the Google what would happen if your dog ate a crayon. So that's what I did, and everything that came up had something to do with what my dog was doing. So thank you, Angel Team. I appreciate you. Amen. And I appreciate everything you do to me. So this message is a lot about boundaries. Boundaries and endless love. It's somebody that would, and I think the correlation of my dog being sick, eating Crayola, and boundaries all go together. I feel in this energy somebody let something go in their life that they felt defined them, or they didn't know how important it was, or they didn't think it would go away. In a sense, they figured it might not evolve or blossom, and it would always be theirs. And I guess the message today, the divine wants me to say, none of us really own anybody. They don't own their destinies. You cannot swap destinies with somebody. You don't own their destinies. We live as we're going to die. And to walk the path with that person is to walk the path of a righteous heart if you want to stay with them. I mean, that's what I was told by God and the divine after my whole catastrophe, and now my dog is finally, his stomach's better. I'm so happy. I was flipping out. Flipping. Flipping. We're going to do the past, present, and future with this. And they have here. I don't know what this kind here. It said sort by thinking of a question, meditating on a theme, then shuffle your cards. Or one, and I did that. And what about this deck? Divide into 8 sections. So 3, 6. And this is 9. Alright. So 3, 6, 9. They have another deck here. Yeah, I think I want to do the Celtic Cross after we're done with this. With the same cards, because I love the animals. I love the animals of collective. I mean, if you want to vibe with me in this journey, I love the animals. I'm the person that will sit there. Somebody, if there's, I don't know, Wiz Khalifa or something came by and there was a big festival, but a dog was in danger, I'd say, you know what, Wiz Khalifa, I'll see you later, and I'd be running to the dog. This is who I am. I will make God wait for my dog. It was enough in emergencies where angels were helping me help my dog. I think they do. He's doing much better. He is able to sleep. His eye color looks better. He's able to walk around the apartment. I've been giving him small meals. I'm gonna buy more chicken breast for him and some white rice until his poop gets better. But All right, this is the pass with 3 of Wands. We're going to do the Celtic cross. I have Celtic roots. I do. I love Celtic shit. I do. All right, in the past, as the boar gazes across the vast sea, we are reminded that we do not know what may lie ahead. The boar is a formidable beast, confident, strong, and courageous. In Norse mythology, the boar, Gullinsby, is the companion of Freyr, the god of prosperity and fertility. Gullinsby's golden coat lights the way in the darkness for Freyr, and the boar's strength is unmatched by any beast. I'd like to read all of this. I love reading. I love books. Love it. I don't know, now that Chong's in a better state of affairs, I'm going to work on my Elf Chronicles. I'm actually thinking, collective, of, since I write these books, when I finish a chapter in my book, I'm actually just going to have the audio of the book that I write. And I'm just going to start putting it out there. And I'm just going to put the Elf Chronicles by Michelle from Chong the Dog. I just have it all there. And I'm thinking about adding that for a segment, because if I'm doing all this, I might as well, while I'm writing it, put it out there. So that's one of my ideas, because I'm a book writer. I love books. I love words. The boar watches from a distance as his ships begin their journey upon the golden ocean, carrying the weight of his goals and aspiration, as well as his hope that they may soon return with the fruits of his labor. Fortune favors the bold, and boars are the embodiment of boldness. Now, upright, this is, you've set the stage for your project, but now you must wait to see the results. Remember to carry the fierce confidence of the boar with you through the difficult phases of your journey. Remind yourself of what you can gain from following your dreams. Somebody was following their dreams in the past, and he's looking at the distance. It's almost like he's sad, looking like he's leaving something behind, like a past life. Or it's like he's looking over the distance, like he's leaving something behind. I don't know. That's what's coming to me. And then the present, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Alright. I'm actually going to go look on my writing program, and I'm going to do chapter 1 of one of my books, actually, today. I'm going to go ahead and say all of chapter 1, and YouTube can't put this down for copyright because I wrote it. And it's my book. And you know what? As long as you guys listen to it and it becomes a hit, I will go ahead and do these, because I don't have money to copy. I don't have money to publish them right this second into book form. So I'm just going to go ahead and get them out there. And if I can, eventually I'll get money from YouTube, and then I can go ahead and get that going. So, and I do have like little books that I'm not sure which are good or bad, but yeah, today I'm going to do that. And when I get off here, I'm going to tape that. I'm going to tape a chapter of my book, and then just do a chapter a day, like of my just a small book. And you guys can, I don't know, it's what I do when I pick my brain. All right, now here, Seven of Pentacles. All right, Seven of Pentacles shows us that we recap We reap what we sow. Never mind. We reap what we sow. Oh my God. The antelope has worked tirelessly to tend the garden, and now he must wait for his crops to come in. Siwara, a mythological antelope, was said to bring the gift of agriculture to the Baunama people of Mali. From the pinnacle flowers will come fruit, and the antelope will savor his reward when it ripened. This doesn't seem like that terrible of a situation, and it's upright. You have planted the seeds and you are working hard to realize your long term goals. Focusing on the big picture, you're preparing for your metaphorical crop to yield a bountiful harvest. All right, well, they left on a journey and they planted seeds. And there was money. See? He's all excited. The seeds are planted. And there's the pentacles. I don't know why there was a state of alarm in all this, but we will find out. Alright, then we got the Fool. And the Fool should be up here with the Arcadians. Alright, the Fool. This is the future. This is the present. This is where he's at, the Seven of Pentacles. Or was at, whatever timeline you're kind of seeing this at, I guess. But the distant future is the Fool in this reading for Swords here. All right, poised before a limitless expanse, the white dog is ready, able and willing to embark on a new adventure. Lacking any plan or strategy, the Fool's openness is both her strength and her potential downfall. Unburdened by her own and others' expectations, she is the light of foot, carrying only feathers for her pillow. At the same time, white and red roses spill from her satchel. She holds one on her paw, its thorny stem foretelling injury. Its delicate bloom, too, is a reminder of beauty despite pain. Dogs are symbolic of bravery, loyalty, and unconditional love. The qualities the Fool will surely need on an adventure that awaits. Tara, also known as The Fool's Journey, a story of personal growth and development that unfolds through the major arcana. Numbered 0. The Fool's position is neither positive nor negative, nor its possibly both. Much like Cerberus, the three-headed dog from Greek mythology who guards the gates of the underworld, the Fool represents limitery and potential. And she stands at the brink between beginning and end. Alright, this card was backwards, but we're going to show forward. I love the symbolism. Look at this happy dog. Look at the happy dog. It's so cute. So cute. Just looking at the sun. You just want to go pet that dog. You just want to go pet it. I want to go pet it and make it some chicken. That's what I want to do, collective. Alright. Reverse this means you have made mistakes in the past, but you are ready to cut your losses and move forward. There is no time like the present to learn from your mistakes and begin anew. Wow. That's what they doing. I guess they have mistakes and they gotta cut their losses, but they did have pentacles. I feel bad because these people had pentacles. They really did. They had a lot of pentacles. I don't know how they lost their pentacles, and I'm sorry, collective, if you're listening to this and you're the one that lost your pentacles. Because these pentacles seem like they were a lot to you. Alright, that's the base of the story. I'm going to get another deck, and I can read good out of this one, and I like how this symbolizes everything. But I'm going to get my hybrid deck, and I'm still going to do the Celtic Cross. Still going to do the Celtic Cross, friends. Yes. Because I love Celtic crap. Love it. And this is my hybrid deck with Oracle. Yay! Love it. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna start chapter 1 of my elf thing. We're gonna do the Elf Chronicles. And I'm just gonna, like, when I decide to write, I'm gonna just do a video, and I'm gonna start doing videos. I'm gonna start with the Elf Chronicles with you guys. And you know, writers, it's like a lot of times we get big when we're dead or whatever. The thing is, my kids don't know my books, they barely read them, and this channel is kind of because my kids sometimes could be idiots. So when I die, my books will be here. So it is what it is. And then you guys can see it, and I'll have them on Amazon too eventually, because I'm going to see how much it would be just to do that, because I'm going to have them on Amazon also. And I'm going to be looking into that. But I'm going to start my experimental things, because I am a writer, and writers write. Musicians make music, writers write. So, alright, let's do this Celtic here. Alright, I mean, who says you gotta do it? It says this is how you do the decks. Alright, here we're just gonna do this. 1, and then the second card goes 2. We're gonna do this traditional way, like old ways. Like they did in the old days. It's where your energy goes if you go in olden times. This is how all the witches did it back in the times when they weren't allowed to do divination, when they were burning witches. I hate them damn people that burn witches. I think they're awful. Awful. I got witch in my blood, folks. But I'm not a bad witch, I'm a happy witch. I'm a witch that writes. That's it. I write, and apparently God wants me to do cards. But that's why I get into all this. I gotta read every bit of this and that, because the words are important to me, because words mean everything. There's power in words, folks. There's a lot of power in words. And words are the one thing that, I don't know, I feel that they symbolize things in a lot of ways. Alright, card 1 says the present. This card symbolizes the current, representing their current state of mind or situation. The current can draw this card randomly or choose one as significant. And it's under here. So we're gonna bring this up. I'm doing it right in front of y'all. Alright, here. Alright, we got 1. Alright, 1, and then 2's under here. We got rewards. Alright. 1 is, this card symbolizes the current and their current state of mind. The current could draw this card randomly or choose one as significant. This symbolizes the current. Alright. And this is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups just symbolizes them. And it's celebrate yourself and all you've achieved. Your desires are aligned with reality. Alright. They're in the 9 of Cups. Their desires are aligned with reality. I don't know why this is a state of emergency, or maybe it was a good ringing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not one of these divination people that is, I don't know. It's not like it's my job or I've done this for years, so bear with me. And then card 2 is the obstacle. This card represents a challenge or obstacle that is preventing the person from achieving their goal. Even positive cards can represent difficulties. It is placed sideways over card 1. Alright. Oh, Lord. I can see why the divine had me use this deck. Yeah. I do the Celtic cross. We got defeat and reincarnation. Regeneration. Wow. Alright, this is the Ten of Swords. Wow. That's all I got to say. This is the challenge. Alright, there was a painful ending to a relationship or situation that feels devastating, but there is hope for renewal. This is defeat. And then regeneration is right there. What once crushed you is now becoming your catalyst for transformation. All right, well, I guess this relationship that will literally put them in the Ten of Swords, it defeated them, but it's bringing them back. I can see why the divine said do that spread with this deck, because I can get both sideways meanings. All right, let's move this on. Let's move it on, moving on. All right, card 3, the past. And that's over here. All right. And what past events have led to the questioner's current situation? We're going to say the person at this point. The person's current situation. This card will shed light on the very question and is placed to the left of card 1. Alright. Alright. New love. Ace of Cups. Okay. Alright, these is the past events that led to the person's current situation was new love. Okay, this is definitely a love reading. I'm calling it. Y'all are lovers up in this collective. Alright, we got Ace of Cups. A new relationship, creative, passion. My ear's starting to ring again. Oh my God. As clarification, right in this ear. I don't know what the hell that means, but I just want to get this reading done so I can get to reading, showing you guys chapter 1 of my damn book. Anyways, we got new love, a new relationship, creative passion, or spiritual connection may be blossoming. Ace of Cups. I guess that was the past that led to this, where they're coming back from the Ten of Swords defeated and regenerated. The very thing that defeated them is bringing them back. Okay, God, I get you. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to mean, but I get you. God's telling me He's telling me to be quiet and read the cards, collective. All right, then we got card 4, the future, representing what will occur in the near future. This card is placed to the right of card 1. That's straightforward. That is straightforward. Spontaneity. These are my hybrid deck, folks. The Fool. And the Fool was up there. Remember, for the future, the Fool in reverse? But the Fool was in reverse when we started. Remember, with my cute animal that I got excited over? I'm always excited about the white dog. The white dog was in reverse. But now, The Fool is upright. Okay. It says, not all steps require a plan. Release fear, follow your joy, and trust in divine timing. OMG. How do you get the Fool in reverse? And then when I start the Celtic deck, do that. I mean, there's something significant about this Fool in this journey with this person. With this person. Maybe they're listening. I don't know. Alright, we go. Card 5. Goals. This card represents what the person hopes to achieve or the best possible outcome of the current situation. It is placed above card 1. Alright. That is the goals. Let's see what their goals are. I'm almost afraid to look. Completion. Okay. This is their goal. A major cycle is coming to a conclusion, marking a major milestone of achievement, the world. They want to complete the world. A completion. But this is their goal. Some kind of completion is their goal. I don't know if it's their goal or someone else's goal. It's the goal. Alright. And then it says, card 6 is the subconscious. And it says, place below card 1. This card reflects the realm of the subconscious. It represents how the person is feeling, what it is driving them, and what tools they already possess that may help them achieve their goals. I'm almost afraid to look collective. Injustice. Oh, damn. It's the opposite of it's justice in reverse. Wow. Something was completed and there was an injustice. Jeez. Yeah. They committed an injustice. This person. And it just says here, corruption and bias cloud the moment, postponing a fair and balanced resolution. They did something shady. Injustice is coming up and completion's coming up. There was a cycle that was closed out when an injustice was done. Alright, this is really unfolding. I could see why my ears were ringing and my back was on fire. Alright, 7. I think you guys will enjoy the Elf Chronicles after hearing whatever crazy stuff this is going on. Alright, 7. Card 7. Advice. This card recommends how to address the current situation. It forms the bottom of the pillar, placed to the right of the cross. Alright, this is the advice, card 7. And this is over here. I'm doing this right in front of you. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. 4 of Pentacles. Hoarding. Jeez, this is not a nice person. Clinging to control, possessions, or routines may be rooted in insecurity. Wow. I can see why there was an injustice collective. This really kind of all flows together. Alright, we got 7, now 8. Influences. Above card 7, card 8 indicates external influences outside the person's control that may affect the outcome of some Celtic cross interpretations. Call this the house, suggesting it represents issues in the querent's home or domestic life, including the people close to them. Alright, these are the influences, my friends. Jesus. This is the 8 of Swords in reverse. Liberation. Damn. This is their external people around them. Woo! And this is the Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah. Take control by rising above self-imposed limitations and reclaim your freedom. Someone had them under. Maybe it was this new love that had him trapped. I don't know. I'm feeling it's more the new love or some decision, and now they got this Eight of Swords. Jeez. Hey, good luck with that one. Alright, now we got 9. Hopes and fears. Depending on the nature of its theme and imagery, this card placed above the card 8 might represent the person's hopes or fears. And it's always clear which. It isn't always clear which. Sometimes our hopes and fears are intertwined. And for this reason, card 9 can be a tricky one to decipher. Trust your intuition when deciphering this card. So, I'm going to trust my intuition. And this is their hopes and fears. Dependence. And this is the Empress in reverse. Alright, this is their hopes and fears. When support turns into overprotection, it can hinder natural growth and self-reliance. Alright, thank God I have cards that think for me. Laugh out loud. This person is afraid of being independent because they're dependent on everybody. So they made a mistake, and that's why they probably stay in this horrible situation. Thank God for oracle cards. Thank you, God, for making oracle cards. He told me to keep reading. Alright, we got the outcome. Placed above card 9, card 10 represents the likely outcome situation. Keep in mind that we have free will. The outcome will ultimately be influenced by the person's actions. Alright, so this outcome could, according to this deck in this book, the outcome in this Celtic Cross reading, depending on his actions, could go one way or another. So, I'm going to treat this card as sideways. Like this one. Since it could go one way or the other, these is like a pendulum on both sides. So, I'm being told that this card, to take it, feel like it's sideways. Because this is the Page of Swords. This can go either way for this person. It hasn't happened yet. Alright, impulsiveness. You may be jumping to conclusions or reacting before having the full picture, or it could be curiosity. This is the time of intellectual growth. It says icon into the urge to explore, learn, and articulate. So this person could be impulsive, have impulsiveness, or curiosity. If not, and we're going to keep that sideways. The divine says keep it sideways because of free will. So, what will this person choose? I mean, I feel that the divine's telling me, the angels right now are surrounding me saying that they haven't made their choice. So keep it sideways. I know, I'm curious about... I'm going to put my little happy friends down here. Maybe there's maybe like, I don't know. I'm going to get another deck to find out what's going on. This is very interesting. I like this Celtic Cross one. I think I might do more readings like this for you guys. I feel I could service you better this way. I'm going to do clarifying love situations since we got a Ten of Swords with the read that this person came back from defeat and regeneration. He came back. He was defeated, then came back, but now he don't know if he wants to be independent or not. Someone working in this masculine energy. It could be a female. Take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates, my friends. We're going to get into this. Wow. I don't know why this was more important than my Elf Chronicles, but God said this needed to come out. You know, everybody acts like it's all a bunch of happy roses. Being a reader, it's not. You get woken up with your back burning, your ears ringing, and all kinds of stuff when you had a bunch of stuff to do. I was up all night with my dog, making sure he okay, having all these angels telling me what to look up on Google and stuff. And I wanted a break. God says no. Sometimes working in divinity, divine stuff, this is what happens. All right, we got empathetic bridges. Embrace healing by being kind, balancing life's contrasting forces. And this is this is divine union upside down. So this person had a divine union. We're going to put that right there. I was told to put that right there. Alright, so that's divine union upside down. Wow. Alright. What else going on with this? What's going on? What is going on? Alright, he had a divine union that he said he doesn't know whether to go one way or another. He doesn't know if he wants to be kind or this person in this masculine energy. You know, you could have a divine union be two women, two men, or anything in between. Don't take shade. Don't take shade. I don't mean it that way. I'm the person that likes to watch cartoons, so I mean nobody no harm. I'm your friendly hermit. Yes, I am. I'm your friendly hermit that likes to play with books. That is what I like to do. Alright. Okay, there was a divine union that was severed over with this Eight of Swords. Alright. Tell us now. Well, please tell us, Most High. Because we all love you. We love you. Amen. Alright. Tell us about this new love. Please tell us, oh great creator. Tell us about the new love. Gotta be nice to God, guys. Don't be mean to God. God will spank you in that ass. Oh, yes, he will. Alright, this new love. Oh, Jesus. It says it's Dawn of Recovery and Love Potion. Alright, there was a love potion. Somebody put a love potion on somebody. I can't make this up. You guys just seen me literally turn these. I put them because they have two sides and I shuffled twice, guys. So I can't even make this up. Love potion. Somebody had a love potion over there. And it says, open your heart to truly feel the magic of love. But it's not Dawn of Recovery. Alright, well, there was a love potion. Either I feel that I feel like maybe there wasn't a love potion, maybe there was temptation. I'm taking that God says to take it as temptation and move on. Okay. We're gonna listen to God, guys. There was temptation with this love potion, and he took the that this person working in this masculine energy worked in lust. That's what God's telling me to say. You know, I don't always. I'm not so elegant with my words sometimes. I just kind of go off and that's why every stream I have is 18 and older. Because I can't make up this shit. I got potty mouth. I do. When it comes to this kind of stuff, yes, I do. I'm like Bob the Builder. Can you build it? Yes, I can. This is what I am. Alright, gonna do this again. Alright, God, tell us about injustice, please. Please, God, tell us about injustice. Alright. Shards of love. Alright. Past trauma leaves scars. Take time to heal yourself. The injustice was somebody left scars with shards of love. Alright. There was past trauma left behind. That person needed. It overly hurt that person with this injustice. So somebody was left in a state of ruins, and it left scars on their soul. Alright, let me get all this really nice and shuffled around nice. Okay, guys, I'm moving along. I don't know, I like the Celtic Crossway. I know that mermaid has a way of doing her cards, but I feel this is so much better put together. At least for me. For her, she has 100 cards on the table, because I'd be looking at people. Not in a bad way. I'm trying to be the best me. I'm just the friendly hermit that likes to just kind of do what I do. You know what I mean? But then I like to do what makes sense, but she has like 50 cards on the table and she's able to find each one. I don't know if I can keep track of that many cards collected. I don't. I really don't. Everything has to be orderly with me. It really does. Alright, under this spontaneity over here with the Fool on the upright, swept away. Alright. And this is caught in the romance or clearing out emotions. Okay, they're clearing out emotions, or maybe they're caught up they're clearing out their emotions and feeling love. I don't know. Something like that. Alright, God's telling me to keep moving. So, gotta listen to God, guys. He's your daddy. He's your daddy. And he's your friend. I forgot that song. No, I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. And then I'm your friend. It's some love song. I love country. Alright, we got here under this completion, which I was. This person's all upset about this stuff. It's emptiness echoes. I can't even make this shit up. Alright, we got in absence, feel the lonely spaces, yearning for a comforting presence. And then these two people are embracing, but it's opposite. Alright, a lover. Maybe I believe this and this correlates. The shards of love, where where the injustice was, and the completion cycle was emptiness echo, because they're not there. So it's they left somebody for they left the person they truly love for someone they don't love. I guess that's the story, but I don't know why it had to have my ears ringing and stuff and bothering me. It was a state of emergency, I guess. All right. All right. Then we have under this Four of Pentacles where they're hoarding stuff and just being selfish and clinging to control and being possessive and routines. Just being awful, narcissistic person. I don't know. These are the vibes I'm picking up on. Narcissist. I'm picking up on narcissist and then narcissistic tendencies. This is what I'm picking up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, we got growth guidance. Nurture your roots to fuel progress and rise beyond your dreams. Alright, and then this is opposite from Storm of Slove. Alright, I guess this is about literally nurturing your roots to fuel progress and rise beyond your dreams. And then on this opposite side here, it's conflict as an opportunity for growth and change. Alright, there's no conflict because they're gone. They're literally gone. Who you fighting with? Yourself? But yeah, the divine's asking this person, if you're watching it or not watching it, to nurture your roots and feel progress and rise beyond your dreams. You were in that hoarding energy, but it is what it is. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I'm just in a really good mood. I really am. I can't wait to start chapter 1 of my book and start this when I get done with this reading for whoever needs to hear it. Alright, under this liberation and the Eight of Swords in reverse with the liberation, taking control, rising above, this person in this masculine energy, where I'm just going to say this person, where this person feels where they felt comfortable, they don't no more, and they want to be liberated. Tell us about that, Spirit. Please. Please, God, tell us. Alright, we got unlock the gate. And then the opposite side, it says veiled paths. Face the mystery and uncharted passages with the courage to explore the unknowns. This person hasn't unlocked the gate, pretty much. Explore the unknown and walk new paths together. Alright. Well, maybe they're supposed to walk together with a friend, or I don't know. Or maybe they probably could walk by themselves. It doesn't always have to. With God. Maybe they could walk together with God. God's always everyone's friend. He's your daddy. He's your friend. Oh, he's telling me to stop. He is telling me to stop. He says, I am too silly. That's what God says. I am silly, God. Anyways, yeah, I be having crazy conversation with God Collective. I think of him as my best friend. He's my daddy. He's my daddy. He's my buddy. He's my best friend. Alright. Under this dependence over here with the Empress in reverse, we have inner compass. Alright, and this is soul's compass, but it's the would be here. Let intuition guide your step, but the inner compass, it came out like this. Trust your instincts to lead you in the right direction. Alright, this is the person that doesn't want to sit with himself. He doesn't want to be alone. This person in this masculine energy don't want to be alone. He don't like being a hermit. He's not like me, the friendly hermit. I am the friendly hermit. I could be alone for 50 years and be okay. I'm just saying. I'm okay with it. I don't know if I'd ever want to live with anybody again. I kind of just enjoy just me and Sean. You put things exactly where you want to, and then you don't gotta worry about what's for dinner. I mean, for all y'all that's married, put in the comments. Do you like sitting there every day going, what's for dinner? Are we gonna take out, get takeout, or are we gonna cook? I don't wanna eat that. I don't wanna eat that. At least when my son comes over, like a couple times a week, I just tell his ass to go out there and cook, and he cooks. And then he yells at me because I buy dollar store food. But you have a whole relationship. I can't eat that. I gave you money for groceries, babe. I can't take all that. But anyways, I don't know. That was from someone that needed to hear it. But leave it in the comments. I mean, we're all adults here. I love y'all. All right, this I'm going to keep because this is, God says this is free will, and it could go either way. So, this is Faded Revelation or Shining Sign. So I'm going to read both sides of this because God says this has not happened and the decision has not made. If the person's going to be impulsive or curious. So God says we do what God says because this is God's country. Oh my God. Does any of you guys listen to country music? It's God's country. Oh my God. I need to go to a country music festival. Anyways, we got Faded Revelation from one side of this. Uncover the omens, decipher their meanings, and embrace your destined path. Or this person's decision could be Shining Sun. Trust in the universe's plan and follow your heart. They can go with a Faded Revelation, with uncovering omens and their meanings, or they can just trust the universe and universe's plan and follow their heart. Shining Sun. It almost sounds like the same to me. But the other one seems kind of dark. I don't know. For whoever needed to hear this, wow. And that is a pretty deep reading. I'm going to get these cards. I keep these for my live. Alright. Alright, help me, God. Help me get to the right cards. Please. I know I knock on heaven's door every day. Knock, knock, knock on heaven's door. I do every day. I knock on heaven's door, and I want to talk to God and the angels every day. I just don't do it one day. I do it every day. I did it yesterday, and I was upset. I thought my dog was dying, so I was banging on heaven's door. I was saying, "Please help me, God, angels. If my dog goes, I don't know what I'm going to do." And I was almost about borderline crying. All right, what would this person say? Please. What would this person say with the shards of love? What would be his real response? We want to know. I want to know. All right. If you really knew me, you would know that we're not right together, incompatible. All right, the person he left behind, well, they're incompatible with. Maybe he shouldn't even bother. I don't know. If you're incompatible with somebody, what does it even matter? I mean, you gotta find someone you're compatible with. I mean, that's just common sense here. Alright, under this love potion, what would that person say if he was right here? Please tell us. What would they say? Fantasy. I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind. Fantasy. Okay, the person that he left, the person that he was incompatible with, I gotta stop saying he. The person that he left this person was incompatible with. I'm trying to get this all this because it doesn't make any sense to me. And then he left this person for a person that I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind fantasy. So this person thought, I mean, it's just a fantasy to him. This person just his fantasy, and they weren't really going to stay with him anyways. They weren't even going to stay. So I don't know. Maybe he needs to walk that path with God. God himself. Just go down God's path and go down with God. Leave the women out of it, or the men, or leave your partners out of it. Don't even bring any partners with you. Go with God. All right. And then this here, where this divine union, where he left the divine union. What would this person say about this divine union if they really, really knew of what was going on and yada yada? What would he say if he's in front of us and wasn't lying to our face and being narcissistic? It says, if you ask me, I will say yes. All right, well, he wants the divine union with this person, but no one asked him. But he would say yes. Okay, but the person he's saying yes to is he's incompatible with. Have that make sense, collective. Have that make sense. It don't make no damn sense to me. Not at all. Alright. Then we got swept away, caught in romance. Tell us what he would say about this if he was here with us and he was telling the truth. If it was the truth, please tell us. Tell us, God. Guide me to the right card. Alright. Serendipity. I feel like we are in each other's lives for a reason. Serendipity. Alright. He's not compatible with the person, but they feel like there's other lives for a reason. Maybe he just wants to, maybe they're better off as friends. I mean, let's go psychology here. I mean, we all don't live in the other realms. We all live right here. So, I don't know, maybe friendship might be better for these guys because I don't think a divine union would be. But that's just my opinion. Then we got emptiness echoes. What would they say? Please tell us. Please tell me, God, what would emptiness echoes say? What would he say if he was here to that card? I need to know because it seems so weird to me. Alright, we got, you're the person I want to do life with. My person. Okay. This is the person they want to do life with. But this person they left them because they said they were incompatible. The other person was straight up a fantasy, and then they're saying to this divine union, maybe they wanted to fulfill the fantasy. That's it. They were incompatible. They thought they were incompatible, so they wanted to fulfill their fantasy over here. And it just didn't work out for some reason. Probably because the other person wisened up. Alright, what about this growth guidance? Yeah, let's put him on blast about this. What would he say about this? Nurturing their roots and progress to rise above their dreams. What would this person say to them if they were right in front of us, talking to us? We want to know. Alright. I fantasize about you. Alright, well, they're fantasizing. They're fantasizing about the person they left that they thought was incompatible. Let that make sense. Laugh out loud. Alright. Now we got unlock the gate and new paths together. If this person was here, what would they say about this card, unlock the gate? I need to know their actual beast in the shadow side, because this makes no sense to my collective or me. And I gotta close this off and know what the hell I got into. Alright, we got, I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper, casual. Okay, so this person wants to have a casual relationship. They want to unlock the gate with the person they were incompatible with, but they want a casual. They don't want it. They're giving them false hope. They're giving them false hope. After all this, yeah, that makes sense. Wow. All right, and then we got this inner compass. What would this person say about this inner compass if he was right in front of us and he wasn't able to lie and we were able to look right into his shadow self? All right, we got what? All right, I feel so happy with you. All right, that's what we got. Oh, it got dark. My camera's active here. I feel so happy with you. Okay, they feel happy. They feel happy with the person they left, but they don't want anything deeper. So, who they really hurting? They're just making themselves feel better, and the other person gets stuck again after they literally had these shards of love. Have that make sense? If this is the person that is doing this and you feel you resonate with this reading, please go on your journey with God and leave this person alone, especially if you're not trying to actually do anything deeper. Maybe be deep within yourself and then find out what the hell you want in life, because, wow. I'm going to say it as it is and call it out. I don't give a damn. Nobody should be doing this kind of a thing. A whole thing closed and there was an injustice. A whole cycle closed and nothing was done. But now all of a sudden they're sorry. They want something casual, this and that. People don't got time for this bullshit in their lives. Anyways, what about this here? What would they say about this ending? That this decision they're making. This is what I really want. Please, God and angels of divine counsel, tell us what he would say in his head right now, what he's thinking about this final decision, because I got to know. I got to know. I'm Scooby-Doo on the case. I'm Scooby-Doo on the case. All right. I get excited when I think about how incredible we could be together. Possibilities. Okay. So for the future, they're thinking about possibilities. And they get excited. Okay, I get excited when I get a smoothie. I get excited over Starbucks. Let that make sense, collective. Let that effing make sense. Alright, I am going to end this reading. And whoever this guy is lurking over and wants to have, lock your doors. Lock them. Because they don't want you. They think you guys are incompatible. They want to have fun with you and they don't want anything deeper. Yeah, they're happy with you because they're lonely and they got dumped. And they left their other relationship for whatever reason. They had the 10 of Swords, so the other person left them and that's why they're coming back. So, lock your front door. Lock it. Lock it and put a note. Just for them. Do not return. I'm not, or just put return to sender if you are so-and-so. You resonate with this, and if they are calling you on your phone, you tell that SOB, don't call here. Block them. Block them on voicemail, block them on your phone, block them. That is my advice for whoever this is. Block their ass and block it good. And lock your front door and tell your friends if they call them, they're blocked and you don't want to hear it about it. You ain't hearing it. Tell them, talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. This is what you do. This energy is very back and forth and superficial. And one of where they feel like I'm angry in this. I'm angry. This whole entire energy makes me angry. I feel like they're superficial to the point that they're borderline narcissistic. They feel privileged for some damn reason. They want a privileged life, and they'll stomp on anybody to get to it. And they want people to feel sorry for them. I'm feeling... I don't know. I'm just feeling like they're in victim mode. I hate people in victim mode. I hate it. Don't fucking be in victim mode and sit there and use people because you're lonely. Okay, go, adopt a pet. Go get yourself a dog. They need help. I mean, these people are abusing dogs all over the place. Go get a pet. Learn to sit within your own self, love your own self before you love anyone else. That's what I say. That's it. You want a casual relationship? Don't go back to your ex and try just because it's familiar. No, F that. F that. Do not go back to this person. Block their ass. If this was me, I would literally have, if I had a gun, I would answer the door with the gun, with click, click, if I had a gun. That is the kind of energy I am feeling on this. Do not go back with this person. I don't care if they tell you that they are feeling sorry, they'll do anything for you. I don't care what damn present they're giving you either. Because I feel like this person might bring you a damn present. Do not take the present. Throw it in their face. Throw the damn present right back where it came from and tell them to go to hell. That's what you need to do. Tell them to go back where they came from, where they got the Jezebel and the new love and all their temptation, or tell them to give it to the Jezebel and make up with them and get them a piece of ass over there. This guy's coming back for a piece of ass. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. Tell him to go fuck the Jezebel. That's what you tell him. And if he sits there and says you're being mean, say, hell yeah, I'm being mean. And do not give a damn about what you're saying. That's what you tell them. Because, OMG, this is too damn much. Because did that person give a shit about you? I feel up in this energy that person left you. And didn't give a damn when you were, because it said on the cards. They left you for a new love, and you were sitting there suffering in the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords went back to them because of injustice. So, they left you in the Ten of Swords. That tells me you were in the Ten of Swords. So you're going, and this person, because they're in the Ten of Swords, they want your comfort now. But where were they when they were fucking that Jezebel? Where were they? Where were they, collective? Think about it. They were up in that coochie when you were in the Ten of Swords, when you needed them the most. And that's where they were. Leave them where they're at. Leave them a nasty note. And I don't care what the present is. I don't care if it's a ring. I don't care if they spend $1,000 on a ring. Take it and throw it. Throw it as far as you can. Open it and throw it. And if you guys are next to a lake, throw it in the lake. And say, you know what? There you go, bitch. There's your present. Go get it. That's what you do. I just want to fight this person in this energy. But I'm going to let you guys go. If you like this reading, like and subscribe. I love y'all. I love my collective. I do. I do. And don't be being nasty to my collective. Don't be playing my collective's hearts. Don't be doing that. I'm not one of these readers that's saying, I don't know, you do what you do. Don't be doing that to my people. Because y'all are my people. Y'all are my people. And this SOB's coming over here trying to use you because he fell for Jezebel and the Jezebel dumped him. You know what? Fuck him. Fuck him. And the whole army he came in on. Because you are better than them. And you know what? You're better off by yourself. Go get someone else. Move on to the next. Do not take this person back. Like I said, block them, even at voicemail. And move the fuck on. I am going to conclude this, and I love all you guys, and I'm going to go look up my chapter 1 of my book. And I will be sharing chapter 1 of my book. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I'll see you later.